Another day, another new video. This time I'm at unit 44. If I remember correctly, and I forgot to check the map, but I do believe that this, where I'm going to fish, is the backside of the Big Brutus Pit. I think it's shaped something like a F or something like that. There's a long channel. There's two long channels, if I remember correctly, that run north and south, and it's connected by an east-west branch. But anyway, this is it. That looks mighty shallow. Lots of Christmas tree stuff in the water there. And then the fence comes right through here. I guess that's maybe old stuff, I don't know. I think it's all part of the same pit. But anyway, it heads on way on down there. And I have my plastic bag with me so I can pick up that stuff before I go. Oh, and there's reeds in the water over there. That's something I haven't seen yet. And there's some down there too that would be in the water if the water was up a little further. But anyway, oh, and a cow. There's a cow down there. Now I really feel like the good old days when my brother and I would go fishing at the farm ponds. Never forget when we had a whole herd of them come walking into the pond we were fishing. Did we stop? Oh no, we didn't stop. We just started fishing around them. Seems like they stirred up stuff that brought in all those nice big bluegill that were in the pond. Had a great time. They kind of looked at us like, could we have some privacy? But anyway, I'm going to check this pit out, show you what it has to offer. The water looks kind of on the dingy side, maybe 3 foot visibility or so, maybe 4. Not really unlike what Area 43 or Unit 43 had. But anyway, when I'm all done with this, I got a surprise. I'm going to stop by the Strip Pit Bait and Tackle store because, you know, it's Tuesday, they're open. So I'm going to go in there and look around and show you what they have to offer in case you come out this way and forget something to eat or drink or whatever, or, you know, you need some more lures, because I still only have that one sexy shad. I think I need to get more. Anyway, here we go. Oh, by the way, there's somebody out here with a bass boat. So this is a pit the guy I spoke with yesterday at the store said he had a problem with his trailer dropping off the end of the boat ramp. And I see that whoever launched this, there's a little spinach of tires here. Maybe if you have 4-wheel drive, I don't think anything's ever a problem when it comes to launching boats, but we'll do the old paddle test when I get out there, see how far down I can stick my paddle and still hit the end of this boat ramp. So you know about how deep the water is. I keep saying 4 feet, let's see. Yeah, 4 feet. When I have about that much paddle sticking out of the water, that's about 4 feet there. And that's what the last couple of these has been that I checked. Well, there's one that Unit 18, I couldn't touch the end of it. So, I mean, it was definitely deep enough, but time to launch. Well, it ends at about 4 feet deep as well. And I definitely got to the end of the boat ramp because, or I mean the concrete part of that, because it does just drop right off. And the water clarity, unfortunately, is not 4 feet deep because you can't see. There's some of these that the water's so clear, you can see the end of the boat ramp in the water. So you could have a spot, you know, somebody in the back of the boat watching and saying, okay, far enough. This one here, you really take your chances. So anyway, I think I will start with, since we have such cloudy, dingy water, and we have all this neat structure up here, and bass can be anywhere, I'm going to start with my buzz bait. This is so anxious to start buzzing. Look at that. Nice breeze, so that's cool. This right here also reminds me of fishing at farm ponds. There was one pond that was right next to people's house that we got permission to fish in. And my brother and I always fought over who was going to get to fish there first. And I'll never forget, probably one of the better bass that came out of that pond he caught right by one of those little fence in the water things. But we got wind, we got stained water. Oh, there's, by the way, on this pit, this is not one of those that Connor has gone out and did his graphing magic on. So how deep it is anybody's guess. Unless, of course, you happen to be anybody with a depth finder, fish finder, whatever. But I don't. The only way I can tell how deep it is if I had something like that chatterbait I could toss out, whoa, and just kind of watch my line, see when it finally goes slack. I can kind of tell how deep it is. If it goes slack pretty quick, it's not very deep. If it takes quite a while, it's deep enough for a crankbait. Anyway, we'll see what happens here. All right, so this is, I'm not going to go any further because there's a great blue heron up here that is really focused on catching a fish. But anyway, there's like an island right here. Seems like the water goes around behind it. They got a little place for geese to do some nesting in. All these Christmas trees dumped out here, some cedar trees, lots and lots of them. Man, you know how much my brother Brian and I would have loved to have had a place like this to fish as a kid. I think we'd spend every last moment of our days, it was free time, up here in a place like this, fooling around, trying to catch fish. But man, the water is really, really dingy. I see evidence of cattle coming in right underneath this willow tree to partake in a bath or get a nice muddy drink of water. That's probably how they come up with chocolate milk, right? Anyway, good luck fishing there, buddy. So, thankfully the wind's blowing this way. I'll save some battery going down the bank here. Coming back may be a whole nother challenge, but and apparently according to the map, now it doesn't show that the depth, but it does show these little dots, and those are fish attractors that the Kansas Department of Fish and Wildlife have put in here for us, the angler, to appreciate, and the fish that are in the water to hopefully use and hang out next to. But anyway, I'm gonna do this buzzbait for just a little bit more. Didn't have anything fishing around those piles there, no sign of life. So definitely something with a rattle or flash would be what you would probably need to use in water like this. And I just happen to have something with a rattle in it. This buzzbait has some flash and noise making ability. So and this pit was also actually dug by Big Brutus, because if you go down and around at the very end of this, over there on the west side of this pit is where Big Brutus sits, looking out over the terrain, admiring its destructive beauty that turned into the fisherman's paradise. Well, actually an outdoorsman's paradise, because it's more than just for fishing. Some of these pits you can hunt on. They close down in the fall from October to March so that you can get out there and hunt, I guess. Also, people that like watching birds, bird watching paradise. You got all this land and water and stuff around. I had a Baltimore Oriole dive bomb. I think I interfered with its flight pattern. No collision. It lived and I lived. My windshield's okay. But I mean, indigo buntings, I've seen a lot of those. A green heron yesterday. Why am I thinking I should reach for my crankbait already? Come on, give this buzzbait a little chance. So I've progressed a little further on down this line. Tried a few different things, the rattle bait, or rattle trap. Rattle bait's my brain. No, the rattle trap, my deep diving sexy shad. Buzz bait, a little bit just for fun. And then I've gone to the chatterbait. This bright chatterbait with the, I believe that's a, I don't think that's a gold blade. Maybe it is, I don't know. Anyway, this is some of what the Kansas Department of Fish and Wildlife put in is these fish attractors right here. Oh wow, a big rock bluff down there. I wonder if that's that boat that's associated with the trailer up there, or if that's just a rock on the bank. Oh boy, can't wait to get down there. Obviously, this pit is a huge pit. I'm not going to even dream of fishing the whole thing because it's not going to work out. That cardinal sitting right there on top of that branch. This is why I love being outdoors and fishing. Not only are cardinals beautiful, but I don't think I've ever heard that song before. Not exactly what I would figure to catch on my sexy shad. How about that? Wow. And he was after it. I brought it up to the boat and was slowing it down. I felt this peck, 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 peck. And hey, how about that? My first catfish on a sexy shad. This is what I'm talking about. No weeds. I don't pull up weeds, but I pull up a whole lot of this stuff. So here's what I see. Okay, we're coming into the part that makes an L and starts heading west. This is where I've come down through. That looks really cool. I need to fish that a little bit more after I get through showing you all this. Here's some more fish attractor that they put in. And then sheer bluff right over there, going down and around. Well, apparently everything likes everything. Apparently fish do like the old sexy shad, but wrong species. Nice little white crappie though. Big old mouth. Thank you, buddy. Just gonna say how fishy it smells. I mean, you can smell fish water in the air big time as soon as it hit the water. Hey, how about that? Whoa, come here. Whoa, come here, stop. Whoa, wow. How much of his lips left after that? Pretty nice little chunk. Man, but as soon as it hit the bank, he was definitely looking for something up shallow. 13-incher, a little over maybe. Thank you, buddy. Yay! Although I know I caught that on my sexy shad, but probably could have been anything tossed right up there against the bank because it was looking to ambush. So I'm going to fish this little bit coming up here, go across to that point there, and then head on back that side towards the truck. But again, hello, Big Brutus. What a monster. If you haven't ever been out there to see it in person, you can climb up. At least I think they still let you climb up so you can see how high above the ground that is if this doesn't do it for you to start with. Anyway, back to fishing. But hey, look at the bank though. I mean, this does drop off. I don't know how deep, but I was using my chatterbait and letting it sink, and it's probably, I don't know, 12, 14 feet, just about that far off the shore. So you can tell by all these rocks that, yeah, it's pretty sheer drop. Why, he didn't even look at me. Surfing the waves, baby. Breaking over the bow. That's what I call total respect. He's in a hurry, right? Got it right by the boat. It's a catfish. Snag catfish too. 2 catfish. Wow, how about that? Don't worry, you're going to fin me with that fin. I can just tell you. You'll have your paybacks. What do you have to say? Huh? Got anything to say for yourself? Posing as a bass. I'll let you back. Don't fin me. Yay! And away he goes. I said, jeepers, jeepers. Tweet, 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 tweet. And then, oh, hey, cool. I like, oh, talking to the one across the pit. Cool. All right, well, I've made it to the turning point. This is definitely a point, and this is where I'm turning. So I guess this is a turning point. Anyway, still facing that nice breeze. But I fished that side going back, so I'm going to fish this side. I'm just going to stick with my crankbait because it's done a really good job getting me here. So anyway, see what happens. Just for fun. And this trip here with tossing the buzzbait up into the shallows. All right, well, that's Pit 44, Big Brutus Pit. Quite an interesting group of fish that I caught today. Definitely wasn't expecting an assortment, but let's see, what time is it? It's just after 1 o'clock, so right in the middle of that lunchtime hour. Hopefully this gives you an idea of what part of it looks like. I don't think I'll worry about doing the rest of the pit. I hope you get the idea of what it looks like. Obviously it's big enough for bass boats to fly around in, and if only I had my bass boat, I'd probably be doing the same thing. Only I think I'd probably slow down. Nah, I know I'd slow down, like really slow down if I was passing somebody in a little small craft. But this thing can handle it, man. Now let's see, I'm feeling kind of parched, a little bit hungry. I think maybe what I ought to do is stop by that strip pit bait and tackle store, see what they have to offer. Good idea. Let's go. If you need any, if you have any dirty laundry and you want to wash them, you got the washboard right here. Man, holy cow. That's why I never want to speed down the dirt road, because if you hit a stretch like this, it's like driving on marbles at high speed. So we're back. Strip pit bait and tackle, I guess. Live bait, beer, ice, and more. Yesterday when I stopped by here, they were closed because it was Monday. So they're closed on Mondays, but they're open today, and I'm going to go in and see what they have to offer. And I'm pretty doggone thirsty. Howdy, pretty good. How are you? Good. My name is Paul Hanney, and I have a YouTube channel where I go around and I'm just documenting the strip pits around here. And stopped by yesterday and you were closed. Mind if I take a look around with my camera so I can show everybody what you have to offer?
Not a problem.
Big fish on the wall. Wish I would have caught something like that. Let's see, you got your smokes and whatnot. Goodies there, snacks, cooler, kayaks, pelican too. So we got all kinds of crappie head jigs or jig heads, lines, good panfish lures, lots and lots and lots of those. Hooks and swivels, sinkers, fishing line, some just generic stuff in case you need, if you're camping maybe. Hey, a prop, that's always good. Accessories for your boat. Your trolling motor blade, I'll probably need one of those soon. Figure out what's going on with my boat. Some other goodies here. Strip hit bait and tackle. Oh, cool. Nice artwork too. Okay, what do we have on this side? Some jigs and spinners. Stringers. I probably ought to get one of those. I had my cooler, but if I catch this stay record bass, I may not be able to get it in the cooler right away, so I could tie it off with a string while I took care of that. Nut spinners. Hey, whopper ploppers. Lots of different kinds of whopper ploppers. Big ones too. Frogs. My favorite, chatterbaits. And spiders. That'll be fun. Might have to try one of those someday. Oh, what do we have over here? Gin. That looks really cool. Hey, fishing reels too. Yum dingers. Or yum worms. Nice. Reels. Obviously some used reels, but some of these look pretty good. It's my kind of reel. I'll keep that in mind. Crappie. Oh, hey, some deep diving crankbaits. Let's see. The fin, yay! They still make it. Hot dog. Oh, and the rattle traps. No, they don't have the one that I was talking about. They did, I buy one because I haven't seen them around. I got other little odds and ends. Looks like, oh, that's cool. And then more like beetle spins and whatnot, crappie jigs. First, sleeping bags, 10 I guess. Oh, that's cool. Swim jigs, I guess. That's a neat color. Look at these prices. Man, you can't beat these prices. You can't beat these prices. You need to come down here. And then we just got spinners so you can make your own skirts. Oh, and for I think for like the trap pit, maybe that's good for catfish bait, or bait. And then we have fishing poles. $7 for a fishing pole. Hey dads, you want to take your kids fishing and you don't have equipment, don't go to Walmart, come here because this is good stuff. You can't beat the price on this. Ugly stick. $61 for a rod and reel combination. Man, that is really great. Quantum. These are two-piece poles. Two-piece, but I mean, just some ideas of prices. $69. Nice light. fit. Buckets, we got chips over there. And some more reels and ammo in case you need some bullets and whatnot. That's awesome. All right, wow, you got some really great deals here.
I'm not out to get rich, I'm out to make a living.
There you go. Absolutely. Rumor has it that you have like sandwiches too, or what?
Yeah, just frozen sandwiches. I send most people down the road to Scam Express because they cook it.
Yeah, well, there you go. But you have that nice cooler full of cold drinks over there.
Yeah.
So.
Cold drinks, RV park, lodging, everything.
Great. Well, I wanted to do this because I love bait shops. I mean, when I was a kid, my brother and I, that's like a magnet for us, you know, just because it was filled with all this wonderful fishing stuff. And I know I've had people watch my videos and wonder where the pits were, and if they wonder where the pits are, they may not know about this store. And this is so well located for the pits around here that if you need anything, any replacement lures or something to drink, or frozen sandwiches, they last longer because you got to chew on them a little bit longer.
Yeah, I make quite a bit of my own lures and stuff, my own weights, jigs.
Oh, cool. How fun.
Do all of that just so I can make them cheaper than I can buy them.
Yeah, I was showing the price tags on that. That's like, and just like the rods and reel combinations that you have, you know, I keep hoping that dads will see this and take their kids out, because these are great pits to fish in if you got a boat. Or I actually saw a couple of pontoon boats today going down, and that's the perfect setup because you could go like a Friday night, you know, Friday evening, Friday night, Saturday morning, just spend the night on the water. I think that's allowed as long as you don't swim. And you know, come in here and set them up with something that's going to be better than what you're going to buy at Walmart, that's for sure. And your name?
Mark.
Mark. Mine's Paul. Nice to meet you. And hopefully I can get this out here and people will come in and get some of this stuff. I'm going to get something cold to drink, I think. Hey, and also just in case you're out camping and you know you have a camper or something and you need electrical parts or for batteries, battery terminals down there. So just keep this place in mind. Keep this place in mind because it's a great place, great thing to have a resource like this, just like the strip pits. What to get, what to get. So anyway, that was Mark from the Strip Pit Bait, live bait, beer, ice, and more. And man, do they have more. Great place to come. Hey, once again, thanks for checking these videos out. Thanks for liking, subscribing. And don't forget, if you're ever out here where the Big Brutus West Mineral area is, this place is here for you, and he has great deals. Also, he does other stuff too. Some people have had a problem with putting their boat in too far and the axle messing up on them. He straightened out several axles last year when these pits went down and people didn't really know about the drop off on the end of the boat ramp. So stop on by, do him a favor. And in the meantime, thanks for watching. Get out there and enjoy this wonderful world of ours. And take your kids. Bye.